Thursday. I got off work a little bit early, so instead of cleaning my apartment or doing something else productive, I decided, hey, I'll come home and stream some Red Alert. And yeah, we'll do that. So, see, a lot of people enjoyed the video today. I appreciate it. It got a lot out of my chest. I feel better that I was able to kind of just talk about that because it's something I've kind of been bottling up for a while. Um, just dealing with it. Just because, like, keep in mind, guys, a lot of the stuff I say and do, you have to put in the context that I live in Canada. And just, like, people from red states, I don't think really understand. I mean, it's bad there too, but I don't think they understand what it's like in Canada. Canada's, like, worse than blue states. So, let's see, what mission are we at? I'm gonna try to finish this in part because I just really want to get to uh, the Red Alert 2. So I might just play this on casual. Actually, I'm actually finding the allies are better. I don't know if their missions are easier. It might be because they have actual naval forces.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
But I don't know.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Solid first choice.
Awaiting affirmative. Vehicle
Just gonna try to
affirmative.
find where
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
the
Yes,
ore
sir.
is.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting affirmative. Report. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Vehicle report.
Oh yeah, there's the
Acknowledge.
fucking gap generator.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
I don't know. I think gap generators are
Affirmative.
overpowered. And I'm gonna stay by that.
Acknowledge.
Because, like, I don't know realistically what I'm supposed to do.
Construction
Because I don't have any detection.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
New construction.
Oh, hi, Ultra Spinky. It's always good to have you around.
Yes, sir.
You can kind of be my DSP chat where you just, like, tell me how to do stuff. So. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do a Ukraine stream tomorrow or just a video on one topic or both. Because they've come out with... This is going to be an RG 2024 award nomination.
Construction complete. New construction
The reparation bond.
building.
So you can buy a bond that will pay out with interest if Ukraine wins the war. Then you are buying a share of future reparations. Is the new
Construction complete.
like Wile E. Coyote scheme. It's
Building. Training.
not a press X.
Unit ready.
What would happen if Tiberium got linked to the environment? Well, you would see what happens. It leads to a global plague.
Acknowledge.
The only good thing is Tiberium, other than just, I believe it is a power source. I think electricity in the Tiberium universe is
Yes, sir.
generated from Tiberium reactions. So yeah, I'm just.
Construction
Yes,
complete.
sir.
I know I should probably be playing this mission on normal, but I just kind of want to get through
Yes,
the
sir.
rest of Red Alert 1.
At once.
I've had fun with it, but I'm ready to get to Red Alert 2.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Oh, I've got Tesla coil, I think.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Oh yeah, and I should also get a
Unit lost.
what is it called again?
Yes, sir. Very well.
Construction complete.
Airstrip, so I can get a spy
Cannot
plane.
deploy here. Unit ready. Building. On hold. Cancel. Construction complete. Building. Unit ready.
Awaiting acknowledge.
Tesla coils are really
Yes, sir.
good.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
They kind of make up for some of the shortcomings elsewhere in the Soviet arsenal.
Acknowledged.
The Soviets suffer from not having a
Unit lost.
dedicated
Construction
anti-infantry
complete.
vehicle. I think is their biggest single
Building.
weakness.
Waiting affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options.
That's
Building.
kind of like real life, though. Like in real life, tanks really struggle against infantry.
Construction complete.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I finished the Dead Space remake. I'll have to do a review of it. The Dead Space remake, honestly, I might give it like a
Waiting
10.
acknowledged.
Complete.
Waiting
The Dead Space remake is like one of the best
Reporting.
games I've ever played.
Affirmative.
And I get that they added some like pause stuff to it, but on the whole, it's amazing.
Building.
It's
Affirmative.
it's really good. Especially now I'm playing Dead Space 2, so I can really appreciate how much they improved Dead Space 1.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
It's kind of sad that that franchise kind of died after
Construction complete.
Awakened after Dead Space 3, because there's a lot of cool aspects to it.
Building.
So I have the Iron Curtain. I think it's kind of useless in this game, but maybe I'll build it just
Construction
because it's
complete.
there.
Spy plane ready.
Let's see. What should I spend my...
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. Select.
You
target.
can't kill the Messiah.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Let's see, what else could I
Unit
build?
ready. Building.
I mean, I could build an Iron Curtain just for the sake of having an Iron Curtain. I think I'm
Building.
going to do that, because why not? It's not particularly
Unit
expensive.
ready. Building. Unit ready.
I don't really like the super weapons in Red Alert 3 that much. I don't know, they're just kind of like bland to me. What is it, like the Proton Collider, the Vacuum Exploder, and the Not Psi Dominator?
Base is under attack.
They're just kind of lazy.
Yes, sir.
It
Affirmative.
feels like they just phoned in the designs of the super
Construction
weapons.
complete. Unit lost. Iron curtain charging.
They're way better in Red Alert.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
In Red Alert 2, all three of them are good, and all three of them are usable. So
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
what's the goal? Take out the radar domes to cut the link between them and the chronosphere
Acknowledged.
and capture it. Okay.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Waiting order. Vehicle report, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yeah, psychic
Unit
beacons would
ready.
be too much. Although you get the
Building.
Psi towers, which are kind of like mini psychic beacons.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
I love how they did like the Photoshop picture of Yuri with Stalin.
Vehicle reporting.
I thought that was really cool.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
I remember the first time I played it, I thought I was like, is Yuri supposed to be Kane or
On
something?
hold.
I don't think he's Kane, but he's like this creepy bald guy
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
who's running the Soviet Union from behind the scenes.
Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
So, I mean, that seems kind of Kane-ish.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Reporting
Oh,
at
oops.
once. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Wow, the Iron Curtain takes a really long time to charge.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Select target.
I think there's a gap generator
Yes, sir.
in Alert 2. I just can't remember ever using it. Probably because the AI has map hacks, so...
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Well, there's that, and there's also the fact that,
Affirmative. Affirmative.
I don't know, the psychic program just might not have gotten very far
Acknowledged.
by this point in time.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
That might have been
Acknowledged.
something that got
Acknowledged.
developed more in the interwar period.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Now, where's the war factor?
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
If I can blow that up, then they won't be able to make
Acknowledged.
more units from the space.
Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Get that
Acknowledged.
out.
Acknowledged.
There we go.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
The difference between, like, easy and normal in this is kind of ridiculous. Like, you literally just don't have to do anything. Casual.
Unit lost.
Waiting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
So, even if I die at this point, I've completely wrecked this base. I can't produce units. Now, I can't remember if I'm supposed to
Reporting. Acknowledged.
capture the radar domes or blow them up. So we're just gonna capture them. To be safe.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
I
ready.
think you're supposed to.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Iron
Acknowledged.
curtain ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Spy
Affirmative.
plane ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
It's hard to pick my favorite Red Alert 2.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Shin, it's yeah, because it says take out the radar dome.
Acknowledged.
Because take out to me means destroy.
Unit ready.
So,
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
just
Training.
the Soviets don't have a
On hold. Cancel.
what's it called?
Building.
Soviets don't have an APC,
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
which kind of sucks in this.
Select targets.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Is there a gap generator there, maybe?
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
I don't know. I can't tell if
Acknowledged.
it's hard to say whether gap generators are overpowered or not. I think they kind of are because there's no attack move.
Yes, sir.
So
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
an auto target in this game isn't very good. So I'm gonna say I think gap generators.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Oh yeah, Bioshock is awesome. I think I did. Yeah, I did a complete playthrough of Bioshock 1. Maybe I'll have to edit that and put it up at
Yes,
some
sir.
point. But
Acknowledged.
no,
Affirmative.
Bioshock 1 is great. Bioshock 2, I think, is criminally underappreciated. I respect them for trying to do something a bit different with
Yes,
Bioshock
sir.
2. I think either of them is way better than Infinite. I don't like Infinite. Probably for obvious reasons.
Repairing.
How anti-Christian it is, but it's just I don't know.
Affirmative.
I just didn't think it was very good in
Building.
general.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting.
Construction complete.
I might build another oil
Building.
refinery
Yes,
there.
sir.
I'll
Affirmative.
just clear this area out, and then my harvesters can have
Affirmative.
complete access.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Vehicle reporting.
One thing I really like about the allies in the second game is that they get so
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
I also just thought Bioshock Infinite wasn't that good a game compared to the previous two. I just thought, like, in honestly, just in terms of gameplay and setting, I like the previous two a lot more.
Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Also, I think Bioshock 2 is very underrated
Awaiting
in
orders.
terms of, I guess, kind of how mature its plot is and what the story it was trying to show. Like, I really like the, you have really neat endings for Bioshock 2.
Reporting.
There's like 4 endings based on whether you spared the guilty and whether you took little sisters or
Our base is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
not. So,
Affirmative.
Unit repaired. Repairing.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative.
Repairing.
Affirmative. Affirm.
what?
Failed.
I'm not allowed to go near it? Really? I know I wasn't allowed to capture it. I didn't realize I could
Yes,
go.
sir.
I couldn't go
Acknowledged.
anywhere near it. That's kind of
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. On hold. Cancel.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Shuttle ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Also, it's just like Bioshock Infinite is also Tea Party bad. I guess MAGA wasn't around at the time, but it would be MAGA bad.
Affirmative.
American conservatives bad. We're not gonna like actually
Waiting.
engage at all intellectually with any of these things. We're just gonna shit on them.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Just randomly, no one cares about them. Like, there's no Christians in what is it called? Colombia that care about like their fake brand of Christianity. Like none of them are like
Affirmative.
upset about it or critical of it. They're all just like okay
Vehicle
with it,
report.
I guess.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Vehicle report.
Is Levine
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
is Levine like the designer, like the guy behind
Affirmative.
Bioshock?
Acknowledged.
Because I actually don't know that much about its
Yes.
creation.
Affirmative.
New construction
Comrade,
options.
reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Oh shit.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting.
Prepare.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
I really didn't like Elizabeth. I just found her like about as interesting as a piece of paper.
Affirmative.
And there was like this weird like
Prepare.
electric complex thing going on.
Unit prepared.
I don't know.
Prepare. Building.
Affirmative.
Like as far as having cool young female characters, like I think I liked Eleanor way more. Like Eleanor is a way better character
Unit prepared.
than whatever her name
Awaiting
is,
orders.
than Elizabeth.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
So I think how this game works, and I think this is how the subsequent,
Affirmative.
generally speaking, the Soviets have stronger general purpose
Construction
units,
complete.
but the Allies have better direct
Acknowledged. Vehicle
counters.
reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
I think is
Acknowledged.
how I would
Yes, sir.
describe it.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
I think there's 3 radar domes. I also just think Elizabeth looks really weird.
Affirmative.
I don't know. Oh, Bioshock Infinite. Oh.
Building.
I'm sure a lot of people liked it. I was not one of those people.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
I didn't even really enjoy it when I was playing it. It just made me wish I was playing Bioshock 1 or 2. I also thought Subject Delta was a really cool character.
Mission saved.
Like, and how you did kind of feel like you were a father trying to get his daughter back.
Affirmative.
And I thought there was actually a lot of real emotion in
Acknowledged.
Delta's relationship with Eleanor. It just thought it was very well done.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Also, it was cool, like, just the gameplay elements of being a big daddy, like being able to adopt little sisters and having, like, your drill and the spear gun and the rivet
Yes,
gun
sir.
and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
I just thought it was really cool.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready.
Acknowledged.
Silos.
I kind of feel like with Subject Delta,
Report.
initially he was
Report.
just acting purely on instinct,
Yes, sir.
like to protect
Affirmative.
Eleanor, but I kind of feel like you and her developed a real familial affection for each
Yes,
other over the
Acknowledged.
course of
Affirmative.
Bioshock
Yes, sir.
2.
Affirmative.
So,
Silos.
Vehicle report. Affirmative.
like I said,
Waiting affirmative. Yes,
I
sir.
think it's very underrated.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
It's kind of like the Honor
Yes, sir.
Majesty's Secret
Affirmative.
Service of
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Bioshock games.
Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
I love the spear gun. I think the spear gun is my favorite weapon. Yeah, the spear gun's my favorite.
Report.
weapon.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
I think the most underrated weapon in
Acknowledged.
Bioshock 1 is
Affirmative.
the
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
flamethrower. The flamethrower is actually pretty good.
Affirmative.
Shit, do I have to go all the way around?
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Looks like I'm gonna have. Am I gonna have to amphibious
Acknowledged.
assault this? Because I don't see a normal way into that base.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Of course.
Unit
Yeah,
lost.
I'm looking at it and I'm not really sure what I'm
Unit
supposed
lost.
to do. I
Building.
guess I'm just gonna have to do
Lost.
this
Construction complete.
G-Slur thing where I just have to build power plants.
Construction complete. Building.
Like I get close enough to build
Construction
subs.
complete.
I don't know.
Building.
I feel like this part of the level wasn't very
Construction
well
complete.
designed.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. On hold. Cancel. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Reporting.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. New construction options. Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Construction complete. Building. Unit ready. Unit
See what it gets
ready.
down to with a
Building. Construction
third
complete.
one.
Unit ready. Building.
Third one, it gets
Primary
down
unit
to
selected.
5 seconds.
Waiting
Unit
order.
ready.
Affirmative.
It's not bad.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Question for the chat: are boomer subs
Awaiting
overpowered?
orders. Affirmative.
Because they just seem like they're ridiculously good. Because I don't know if there's another. I guess aircraft carriers, maybe. It's just most of the units in Red Alert 2
Acknowledged.
are good at one thing. They're either good at air attack or
Acknowledged.
land attack. Or
Yes, sir.
ship-to-ship
Acknowledged.
combat. They aren't good at like
Affirmative.
more than one. Whereas the Boomer sub is good at
Acknowledged.
like
Affirmative.
both
Affirmative.
naval and ground combat.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
I guess it doesn't have an anti-air weapon, but I don't think that's not really that big. a deal.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
It's basically a Typhoon sub with a dreadnought. put on top of it.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged.
What? Whatever.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
So annoying.
Affirmative.
Oh.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
There's the radar dome, though. I don't see a radar dome.
Select target.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Is there one here, maybe?
Select target. Our base is under attack.
Oh, okay, there we go. That's right.
Prepare.
Okay,
Building.
there's absence.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
I don't want to go too far south because then I'll hit the chronosphere.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay, there's a radar dish there. There should be 3 of them, I think.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Let's see. I think where's the rest of my mana tanks? I thought I had more of
Spy
them.
plane ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Select target.
Vehicle reporting. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
There we go. Right. My I thought I had some engineers. Where did I
Yes, sir.
put them? Or did I?
Primary building selected. Training.
I'll build a couple at any rate.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready. Training.
Engineering.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
I feel like there should be another one somewhere. around here.
Select target.
Let me see if I can drop
Reinforcements have arrived.
paratroopers there, maybe?
Spy plane ready. Select target.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
That counts as a super weapon? Really?
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Maybe there isn't a third one?
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
do think, though, honestly,
Yes, sir.
when it
Yes, sir.
comes to
Affirmative.
naval units, I think the aircraft carrier is the best naval unit in
Vehicle
Yuri's
report.
Revenge, in Red Alert 2. The Dreadnought is interesting, it's just, it
Affirmative.
fires so slow and it can't
Affirmative.
defend itself against anything. And its missiles are
Affirmative.
very easy to
Affirmative.
intercept.
Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready. Our base is under attack.
Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Select target.
Oh, was I supposed to go up there?
Silos needed.
No
I'm
problem.
getting really confused.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
What even... Okay, maybe it's up there?
Silos.
Okay, yeah, that's the last rate. The last radar dome is up there. Okay. All right. So,
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
need to get some engineers over there.
Training.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Unit
I
ready.
don't think they can actually
Training.
go through there. I think it's completely
Unit
sealed
ready.
off.
Training.
Yeah.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Well, it'll be so nice to have like usable
Engineering.
transports again, because the transports in this game suck balls.
Silos
Affirmative.
needed.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Select target. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
I always find it kind of weird that the
Yes,
Soviets get
acknowledged.
paratroopers and the
Acknowledged.
Allies don't.
Engineering.
Unit
Yes,
I
sir.
kind of feel,
Acknowledged.
especially since in the subsequent games,
Engineering. Affirmative.
Allies get paratroopers and the Soviets
sir.
don't. It just, I don't know, it just seems like more of an
Acknowledged.
American, British thing.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
I don't know what the hell
Yes,
those
sir.
guys were
Acknowledged.
doing.
Yes, waiting. Affirmative.
That was kind of weird.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
training. Unit ready. Training.
I don't get why it even matters. The chronosphere is going to blow up anyways as soon as I
Spy
capture
plane
it.
ready.
So.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade,
Affirmative.
reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Comrade, acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack. Preparing.
Yes, affirmative.
Engineering.
Okay, I think that's all of them. I think there's only 3. Well, there's a 4th one, but you can't capture it. So.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission failed.
What?
Mission loaded.
What am I
Yes, sir.
supposed to
Acknowledged.
do? Take out the radar domes. Huh?
Select target.
I took them out though.
Our base is under attack.
Alright, I'm honestly not really sure what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to like destroy them?
Mission saved.
Yeah, I just have no idea where the other one is.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Is it down there maybe?
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, there is one more.
Very well. Of course. Very well. Yes, sir.
Yes. Affirmative.
Reporting at once.
Engineering. Affirmative.
I do honestly, I'm just gonna check. Do I have to capture them or can I destroy them?
Affirmative.
Unit
I
lost.
just want to see if I can actually destroy them. Or if that's a mission.
Unit lost.
Oh! No, I can't just
Yes, sir.
destroy them. Wow.
Acknowledged.
That would have been a lot
Yes, sir.
easier.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Silence needed.
Acknowledged.
Silence needed.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Silence needed.
Oh, I'm allowed to destroy them, I guess.
Affirmative.
Objective mission accomplished.
Okay, here we go. Last mission. All right, guys, are you ready for cheesy Kino overacting at its best? Let's fucking go. This is my favorite cutscene.
This was not to happen. The chromosphere was to be ours. Now all we have is a pile of debris. You, General, are to blame.
He failed to deactivate the radar centers. I believe he is aware of the punishment.
Take him out and shoot him. Get him out of my sight.
Comrade Stalin, the general is not responsible for the destruction of the chromosphere. I personally monitored his actions.
And who then would be to blame? Clearly, the general is at fault.
Yet, comrade, it was you who failed in your actions. You did not inform the general of the other Allied transmitter that was nearby.
Is this true? Was there a fourth transmitter?
We did not notice it on the first pass, but yes.
You disappoint me, Kukov. If the chronosphere is not to be ours, then let it be buried with the remains of the Allied dogs. Where are they? Where's their base of operations located?
We have traced Einstein's signal. He has moved to the coast of England. It must be the center of the command.
General, consider this your redemption. You are to lead the attack on the Allied headquarters. Level it. Destroy forever all traces of the Alliance.
Comrade, Commander...
Continue! Comrade. And you will find yourself on the floor with Kukov. Assemble a strike team. A continental Soviet Union is our destiny.
Best line in the entire game. A strike team. A continental Soviet Union is our destiny. So based. Fucking Nazgul.
Reinforcements
Wow.
have arrived.
This is a brutal opening.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
If I wasn't playing this on casual,
Acknowledged.
this would
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
be a continental Soviet Union.
Affirmative.
New construction.
The last cutscene in this game is also really good, but that's my favorite.
Construction complete.
The Soviet cutscenes are so much better than the Allied ones. That's true in all of them. Like, the bad guy factions are always better.
Affirmative.
Like, the Nod ones are way better than the
Yes, sir.
GDI
Affirmative.
ones.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Soviet ones are better.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Although the ones in Red Alert 2, Red Alert 2 is probably the closest it got to being,
Yes, sir.
like,
Affirmative.
equally good between the two
Yes, sir.
sides.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
I mean, it's not like GDI's cutscenes were bad in Tiberium Sun. It's just they weren't
Construction complete.
great.
New construction options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
So the thing that confuses me is they refer to a fourth transmitter, but you saw me playing that mission. Like I
Awaiting
lost
orders.
it
Acknowledged.
because I captured 3 radar domes and then went after the chronosphere. So there was 4 that I was like one of the ones I captured when you didn't need to destroy. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I don't know if that's like a remake thing or one of them is like that one that I had to send in.
New construction options. Building.
I had to send in the
Unit
what
lost.
were they called again? Wow, my brain is not working today.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
But I had to send in amphibiously. Maybe
Yes,
that's
sir.
why? I don't know.
Training.
Crush them and attain your place at the right hand of Stalin. Okay, I'm gonna have to read this. Your final destiny is at hand. The destiny of the Soviet Union rests on the shores of England. It's more of a Scottish accent. Here lies the final resting place of the Allies' pitiful resistance. Crush them and attain your place as the right hand of
Unit
Stalin.
ready. Training. Construction complete. Unit ready.
As I said, I really like how they did Stalin in this. As I've said a couple times, they did a good job, I think, balancing like the childish aspect of Stalin, like him kind of being a petulant child, with him being like a crazed psychopath and being legitimately really scary. So, like I said, I think this is one of the unironically my favorite portrayals of
Unit
Stalin.
ready. Building. Our base is under attack. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
Right, I'll have to maybe I'll actually build some aircraft in this.
Unit
I mean,
ready.
this might as well, it's the last
Base
level,
is
so
under attack.
put up a
Building.
SAM site, that's what
Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Oh shit.
Comrade,
It's,
sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building. Repairing.
Comrade, affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack. Silos needed.
wow, they really throw a lot of shit at you in this.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
I remember as a kid, this was the campaign I actually beat. The Allied one I couldn't beat because of some of those commando missions were so hard.
Low power. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Where even is the cruiser? I can't even see it.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Building. Spy plane ready. Building. Construction
There's the
complete.
cruiser. Okay.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Our base is under attack.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Cruiser definitely has a lot of armor.
Building. Repairing.
It's cruisers.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
I would imagine that the Dreadnought is based
complete.
off of the Kirov class battle cruisers. It's kind of debated how to classify the guided missile
Report acknowledged.
cruisers because they're as big as like traditional cruisers, but they don't use guns as their main firing tool. They obviously use missiles.
Affirmative. Vehicle report. Affirmative.
Our base
Acknowledged.
is under attack. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Building.
It's not hard, but uneasy. But I'm just saying, like the AI is super aggressive. Like this would be really hard on normal. Like I'm getting attacked from all sides at once,
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
struggling just to even kind of get set up.
Silos needed. Construction complete. Spy plane ready.
Okay. So I guess the question is, where do I
needed.
attack?
Building. Construction complete.
Just start building
Silos
mammoth tanks.
needed.
Because sooner or later I will need mammoth tanks.
Building.
Because
Construction
there's no
complete.
situation you don't need
Building.
mammoth tanks in.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready.
Comrade, reporting. Affirmative.
I like how the game makes you think Kukov is your friend.
Acknowledged.
Like he's like your bro, and then he immediately throws you under the bus.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
What's
Acknowledged.
this mission called? Soviet
Acknowledged.
Supremacy. Okay, that's a base
Acknowledged.
name.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Where are the allies?
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Having trouble finding any kind of
Acknowledged.
base.
Under attack. Construction complete. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
It would be
ready.
so nice if they had have added attack move.
Affirmative.
Maybe attack move would have made the game too easy. Does anyone know if there's attack move in Red Alert
Unit
2?
ready.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Comrade.
Hope so.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost. Building. Our
Reporting.
base is under attack.
Oh,
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Unit
Shit.
lost.
cruiser.
Vehicle
Acknowledged.
reporting. Yes, sir.
Building. Construction complete. Preparing. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes the AI is pathfinding
Base is
trolls
under
in
attack.
instead
Reporting.
of trolling you.
Acknowledged.
Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
I'm just scared of going over the bridges because the cruiser is gonna immediately shoot me,
Acknowledged.
and probably destroy the bridge.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yeah, like I said,
Reporting.
immediately just blow up the bridge.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Please don't make this a naval mission.
Cannot deploy here. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Once again, it's mostly I like the
Construction complete.
naval combat in Red Alert in general. It's just the way that it's done in this game with how bad the what are they called again?
Reporting. Affirmative.
The
Yes,
transports
sir.
are.
Affirmative.
That makes me
Unit
not like it in
lost.
this game.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Select target.
Reporting. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
You know
Affirmative.
what?
Training.
I will capture the Allied construction yard and do something a little different. It's the last mission.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Plus, I want GPS. I want GPS really bad.
Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
It's gonna be rough with that much
Reporting.
artillery.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
That is a lot
Yes,
sir.
of artillery.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Okay.
Building. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Report affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Orders. Yes, sir.
Oh, did they both just get destroyed?
Unit lost.
Wow.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
They are indeed completely useless.
Select target.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Silos needed. Building. Construction complete. Silos needed. Construction complete. Building. Unit lost. Construction complete. Building.
Wait, what?
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Did they just spawn like a
Engineering.
bunch
Yes,
of
sir.
off-map
Acknowledged.
helicopters to prevent me
Acknowledged.
from
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Taking this?
Affirmative.
New construction options.
There we go. Okay, so what do I want to build?
Building.
Allied Tech Center.
Engineering.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options.
There we go, GPS satellite.
Awaiting orders.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Oh, there is a land bridge up there. Okay, cool.
Affirmative.
Spike lane. Ready.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Low power.
Oops.
Building.
Yes, affirmative.
I can capture.
Affirmative.
Construction
Oh,
complete. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack. Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Building. Silos needed.
I guess having multiple construction yards does speed it up. I'm just going to build a war factory over
Vehicle
here so
report,
I can
yes, sir.
make
Affirmative.
mammoth tanks a bit closer to
Acknowledged.
Construction
the, to
complete.
my
Yes, sir.
enemies.
Affirmative.
Cannot deploy here. Primary building selected. Building. Silos
Yes, sir.
needed.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting
Unit
acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Their anti-aero missiles really don't do very much.
Acknowledged.
I mean, it's better than nothing. At least they can shoot it.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
They really love to spam artillery with this movement.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yeah?
Affirmative.
You want your lap time, girl?
Affirmative.
Rain wants to sit in my lap.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Curled up there.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Oh, wow. Okay, that was very well done.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
You mean the base on the other side where the helicopters were coming out
Acknowledged.
of?
Acknowledged.
Yeah,
Affirmative.
probably.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
This base is massive.
Affirmative.
I wonder if there's a second construction yard. Oh, there we go.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
Select target.
Acknowledged.
That is going to be
Affirmative.
annoying as fuck to take.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit lost.
Okay.
Comrade, affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
What is my objective? Do I have to kill everything or just all buildings?
Affirmative.
Not entirely sure. It's
Affirmative.
my win condition.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Silence needed.
Rain's like, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna give me a warm
Acknowledged.
lap. You're
Acknowledged.
gonna like it, mister.
Affirmative.
Okay, cool.
Unit lost.
I was happy to give you a warm.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Silence needed. Building. Unit ready.
Waiting. Affirmative.
Okay. Alright.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Right, I have some aircraft
Awaiting
now, so I can
orders.
take out those cruisers.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Oh, is there a bunch of AA guns there? Oh,
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
this is a really annoying.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yeah, Rain, I don't know how you're supposed to do this.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Select target.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Oh, there's a
Affirmative.
third base? Wow. They really went, the Allies really went all out with the
Acknowledged.
defensive thing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Base is
Acknowledged.
under attack.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do here.
Affirmative.
Oh.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Okay,
Acknowledged.
good.
Acknowledged.
orders.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Silos needed.
Affirmative.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir.
Oh, there's camo pillboxes?
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Report acknowledged.
Spy plane ready. Select target.
Okay, I'm gonna have to build more units.
Unit lost.
I think I'm gonna need to keep dropping paratroopers there. I'm just not really sure what.
Building.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Silos needed.
I can
Construction
build my
complete.
own
New
cruisers.
construction options. Building. Construction complete.
Let's see, what do I need to build cruisers?
Cannot deploy here. Building.
I have an allied tech center.
Construction complete.
With an allied war factory. Where's allied war factory?
Building.
There's allied barracks.
Silos needed. Construction complete. New construction options.
Where's allied war factory? There we go.
Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Perhaps you need another shot.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit
The
ready.
AI gets map hacked.
Building.
So that's-
Select target.
Comrade. Acknowledge.
Unit
Waiting
ready.
affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Like, there's no attack. I can't attack ground into the dark. So I'm probably just gonna have to do an
Yes, sir.
amphibious
Unit
assault.
ready.
I don't see it any other way.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Vehicle
Building.
reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
I sometimes do wonder, like, how the
Acknowledged.
cruiser's firing solutions are
Acknowledged.
calculated.
Acknowledged.
Like, how it can have
Yes,
as
sir.
bad
Waiting
accuracy as
order.
it does.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Wait, so cruisers can't hit other ships?
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
We just have to aim next to them?
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir.
Great shot. Return to base immediately.
Acknowledge.
Naval
Great
range
shot.
lost.
Return to base immediately.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Great shot. Return to base immediately.
Affirmative.
Great shot. Return to base immediately.
Unit
Acknowledge.
ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
There we
Affirmative.
go. Okay, boys, let's take out the gap
Acknowledged.
generator and then we can bring in the big guns.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
Waiting order.
Who would have thought I would use the
Yes,
cruisers
sir.
more in the last Soviet mission than the last Allied?
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I kind of wish they'd introduce a unit like as crazy as the Cruiser again, because it's just such like a weird concept for a unit. Just how it's so heavily based on just
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
randomness.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
If I can hit up there with the Cruisers.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
What the fuck?
Reporting.
That's the easiest way to take that area out.
Yes, sir.
Is to use cruisers.
Affirmative.
Okay.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Makes as much sense as anything in
Waiting
this game,
order.
I guess.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Oops. No.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Comrade.
Okay, it's destroying the...
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
There we go. There we go.
Report affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
If I can take that 1AA gun,
Select target.
okay, I can land my
Yes, sir.
paratroopers there now.
Acknowledged.
Building.
No,
Yes,
no,
sir.
guys,
Acknowledged.
don't shoot there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Very
ready.
well.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Our
Reporting.
base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready.
Ready and wait. Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Oh, it's
Affirmative.
there's a camel
Unit
pillbox
ready.
there. I haven't seen.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Very
Unit
well.
ready. Building. Unit
Waiting
ready.
for
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. At once.
If I could change one thing about the
Yes, sir.
Soviet campaign, I would
Yes,
take
sir.
out the gap generators. The gap generators just kind of ruin it.
Yes,
It kind
sir.
of just makes it a
Acknowledged.
miserable experience.
Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be honest, this area up here would have been really hard to take without cruisers.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Ready and waiting.
Okay, so I guess it's kill all units, it's not
Yes,
kill
sir.
all structures.
Affirmative.
Comrade. Affirmative. Reporting. Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Seeing
Affirmative.
destroyers in the red color are so weird.
Yes,
Oh no,
sir,
maybe. Oh no,
acknowledged.
there's still one more structure. Maybe taking this out will win.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Nope, it's kill all units.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Okay. Build one more.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Yeah, I don't really get what the
Acknowledged.
purpose of Yaks in this
Unit
game even
ready.
is. I know they're technically supposed to be like an anti-infantry
Comrade.
aircraft. I
Acknowledged.
just it doesn't seem particularly
Yes, sir.
useful.
Acknowledged.
I guess I was complaining that the Soviets don't have a dedicated anti-infantry vehicle, and I guess that would count as one, but I don't know.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Okay, to be honest, destroyers are actually pretty good. It's just their range isn't quite good enough to win missions on their own, but it's enough to be annoying.
Acknowledged.
The last British soldier. We'll call him Nigel.
Mission accomplished.
Oh yeah. All right, time for another Kino cutscene.
Amazing, these English, how quickly they adapt. They must truly have been crying out for our victory. They have abandoned their old rulers faster than rats leading a sinking ship. We have done what no one else has dared. The Soviet Union stretches across the entire continent. We have liberated Europe at last. It's time to celebrate. Tea? Well, why not? When in Rome...
His reaction's weird because Russians love tea. Like, love tea.
Excellent. General, you have covered yourself in great honor. I will see to it personally that you are very well taken care of. Nadia, this tea is truly excellent.
Thank you. I prepared it myself.
Foreshadowing. I'm pretty sure Georgians like tea too. Russia is the 6th highest tea per capita consumption in the world or something.
Bastard pig! You will never touch me with your filthy hands again. Well, General, this temporary chaos in Europe will only help to fuel the Brotherhood's cause. For centuries, we have waited to emerge from the shadows, and now we will make ourselves known. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and took up residence in the land of Nod. You have done well to serve us, and for that, you should be rewarded. We estimate that the Brotherhood will tire of the USSR in the early 1990s. Until then, you will keep the peace. Fight our battles where you must, and you'll remain our loyal and obedient servant for the foreseeable future.
The foreseeable future. Comrade Chairman, I am the future.
So there you have it. So let's just talk a bit about that cutscene and like what even happened. So Nadia poisoned Stalin, and then you become chairman. I think the reason Cain killed Nadia is so that Nadia would take the fall for killing Stalin, and you would get away with it. Because someone had to take the fall for killing Stalin, and she was the most logical choice. He even got her to shoot Stalin's body, so he can be the hero, or maybe he'll get you to be the hero who avenged Stalin's death. It's wrapped up with a nice, neat little bow. So this is why I kind of like think that I know it's probably not technically the case, but why I think this leads to the Tiberium universe, because it's implied here that the USSR will collapse where it did in our timeline, and all that stuff will escape. Now, Nadia being a member of Nod is like shouldn't have been a surprise, because as we all know, Nod is composed of two things: hot blondes and hammy alpha males. Let us go through the list. Let's go through the list of Nod characters. We have Alexa Kovacs, played by Natasha Hendrich. I hate all the images now are in this like shitty WHP whatever the fuck it is format. Like, so you can't copy and paste them. Okay, so the ladies of Nod, we have Alexa Kovacs from the Kane's Revenge. Double crosses you as Legion. We have, who else is there? Oh, there's Alana Petrov. I forgot about her. Oh yeah, she's a okay, she's a blonde, although she's from what's it called again? That one. So Killian Qatar. We have Oksana Christos. Where's Oksana? Taking these off the wiki. And we have Nadia. Maybe there's another one, but those are the ones I can think of. There's at least one per game. At least one per game. So that just seems to be the way that Nod rolls. And then Nod also has like hammy alpha males in the yeah, her being the fall guy is my theory, because that scene always I never really got. I like how in like let me find that picture from Red Alert 3. Like I like how in Red Alert 3 they just didn't pretend anymore. Oh, what is it? Yeah. Like in Red Alert 3 they just didn't care. They were just like they released this. They're just like we don't give a shit anymore. This game is made for teenage females. We're just gonna have this. And then there was like the I think there was the Valentine's Day ones. Yeah, there was the Valentine's Day ones too. Where they all did like a Valentine's Day video. But yeah, that's Red Alert. That's Red Alert 3. Then there was Eva in Red Alert 2. If you're the Allied commander in Red Alert 2, you get to go out with both Tanya and Eva. So let's see here. Where is Eva in Red Alert 2? Athena Massey is a very attractive woman, so is Carrie Wurr. But it's funny. It's just so cheesy. I love it. Let's see here. What's in the bonus gallery? Oh, okay. We have some.
I don't think Vanessa needs his hat. You may enter with the hat. Let's get it and see. Let's see if we can work it in.
Don't you move.
To play it.
You want me to throw that Boże moje in that one line that I...
Yes. Yes. That's the my God?
Yes.
Yes.
How do you account for this discrepancy?
I don't know. The remastered also looks like shit, though. It doesn't really look better. Westwood Studios, it's so sad. Joe Kukin. Green screen background. What's this?
See how much Paul really does hate Joe? Okay. How's that working on the monitor, Eric? We're awfully tight. Clipping the top of his head now.
I might actually have to watch these. These are kind of surreal, to be honest. Just seeing Joe Kukin, like, in any context other than as Kane is really weird. What's this? The first demo of Hell March? Yeah, the other one's definitely better. Einstein. Yeah, maybe I'll take a look at this at some point. This is kind of cool, actually.
This program will install. Realized.
He who controls the past commands the future. He who commands the future conquers the past.
Who died of a stroke in his pajamas? What? Wait, Joe Kukin did? Oh, no, he's still alive. Let's see. Yeah, Joe Kukin also directed the cutscenes in every game up to Red Alert 3, I think, is when he stopped. Let's see here. What is he doing now? Oh, they have their own. I think he has his own theater company. Let me see if anybody associated with Red Alert 1 ever went anywhere and did anything else. Oh, Stalin, right. Oh, let's see here. The actor who played Stalin is Polish. What else was he in? Oh, is he still alive? Oh no, he died right after this. Okay, he died right after this was made. The remaster was made. He was 86. I'm trying to see if he was in anything else. He was in a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of daytime TV. He was in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Really? Let me see. Let me just fire this up in Brave, and we'll see if anybody like vaguely associated with this had a career. Window capture. Brave. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see here if anybody associated with this had a career. Let's see. Nadia, General Gunter, Kukov. Okay, so Nadia was actually in a lot of stuff. A lot of these actors, like, they'll be in a lot of stuff, but they won't be in anything like noticeable. Like, they'll be like, yeah, like as you can see, she has a whole bunch of just like random side like cameo jobs. It seems like that was the only thing like of any significance she actually starred in. Okay, so her career went nowhere. Arthur Roberts, let's see, what was he in? Nothing I can recognize. I don't recognize a single one of these. Okay. So basically, like, just a bunch of B movies. Okay, so he was in a bunch of B movies. The guy who played Kukov was only ever in this, and he was in Deceptions as Policeman #1. Yeah, I've done Soviet. We're just looking. I'm just seeing if anybody involved with this had a career afterwards. And so far, the answer is, generally speaking, no. No, but a lot of the stuff he was in was B movies. Let's see. Gradinko. Was Gradinko in anything else? No, he was literally only in this. Actor who played Stalin. He is in a lot of stuff. I just don't recognize most of it. Looks like a lot of like TV shows. Okay, let's look at Tiberian Sun. I think that was when they started to get more money and they actually started hiring recognizable actors. Yeah, the guy who played Stalin died a couple of years ago. Yeah, because they got James Earl Jones, which was amazing. We have, let's see here. Oh my god. Vega, General Hassan. Okay, let's see here. So Michael Biehn. So he was in Aliens. Oh, he was Kyle Reese in The Terminator? Really? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he was Kyle Reese. Okay, so that was when they actually started to get like real actors in these. Okay, so he's actually been in a lot of stuff even recently. Alien. He was in Colonial Marines. Interesting. That was probably the highlight of his career. Okay. So he actually had a career. All right. That's good to know. That Westwood didn't ruin it for him. Let's see, the actor who played Anton Slavic. What's he been in? Was he in anything before it? A bunch of B movies. Well, it looks like he at least had a career of some description. Looks like he. Oh wait, upcoming. Okay, he's cameoing in something. Christine Steele. The played Omegon. She was in like. Okay, she was in Team Knight Rider. I've never even heard of like. Um, I've never even heard of that version of it. Okay, so she basically did nothing. The actress who played Oksana Christos. She was in a couple things. Okay, she was in Beastmaster. You know Beastmaster. Beastmaster was like it was a show that was on the air for some amount of time. So like that was big. Who's Beastmaster? Let's see here. Vega. Okay, he's actually been in quite a few things. Okay, he had a career. It's nice to see some of these people actually had a career and like it didn't completely ruin their lives. Being in a Westwood game. Is he in Tiberium Sun? Let's see. And then by the time we get to Red Alert 2, like Red Alert 3 and CNC 3 are like all celebrities at that point in time. Let's see here. What has Yuri's actor also been in? What else has he been in? He was in Hunters as Hitler? What the fuck? Guys, we're discovering the deep lore. The actor who played Yuri in Red Alert 2 played Hitler in Hunters. That is weird. That is not something I was expecting to see. Oh, he's in an Uwe Boll film? Okay. I guess because of his accent. Forbidden Room. Wow, he has had a massive career. A lot of shitty movies. And Halloween reboot. Blood Rain. Yeah, he was in Blood Rain. Okay. Let's see who else is there. Yeah, Barry Corbin's has been in a lot of stuff. Is he still alive? Oh, I thought he was dead. Okay. Well, yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. I definitely recognize him. Alexandra Kiniak, very attractive woman, to be honest. I think she's been in some other stuff. I didn't say everything was bad. I just said there was a lot of shit that they'd been in. Okay. She's been in a bunch of stuff. General Vladimir, Athena Macy, she has not aged well. Where is Premier Romanov? Who played Premier Romanov? Yeah, Ray Wise. Ray Wise has been in a lot of stuff. There we go, Nicholas Worth, Premier No Romanoff. What else has he been in? That was like one of his last roles. Oh, he died shortly after that. That's sad. Let's see. He was in X Files. Did he actually star in anything? All these people were in Deep Space Nine as well, or maybe it was the same casting company. Yeah, I don't really recognize like any of this. I mean, he's in a lot of stuff, but most of this I just have no idea what it even is. What else was there? Literally like everybody. Like once we get to Tiberium Wars. Yeah, Carrie Wurr. Yeah, Carrie Wurr is still quitting it. How do? Yeah. Yeah, she was. Yeah, like especially back in the day, quite a good-looking woman. Um, Alexander Keniak is also really good-looking. As Lieutenant Zofia. Yeah, like once we get to Tiberium Wars, we have like Tracia Helfer, who is like in every sci-fi thing. Whatever her name is, that actress who kind of has a career some of the time and just randomly shows up and shit. We had Grace Park, of course. Josh Holloway. That's his name. He's always that guy. Yeah, the guy who's James Sawyer from Lost. Oh yeah, they got Billy D. Williams to come out of retirement. That was cool to see him. I always like Billy D. Williams. It's good to see him getting some work. Yeah, like they went to all I don't like it when they went to all celebrity. Like I like Michael Ironsides. I just think he's too recognizable for the role that they put him in. And he just wasn't as good as I thought James Earl Jones was way better in that role. What other ones was there? Red Alert 3 just like was Apprecias and Lucifer, yeah. She was in Mass Effect. So we have Gina Carano back when she was really good looking before she gained a fuck ton of weight. Yeah, like she just put on a fuck ton of weight and it kind of ruined her, but she was really good looking back in the day. Yeah. It's rough, man. It's fucking rough. Kelly Hu, Krukov. I like how there's Kukov and then there's Krukov. Yeah, it's really sad. Like back in Red Alert 3, like look how, because she was an MMA champion or something, but yeah, like look at what she used to look like back in the day. Before she put on all the weight. It's sad. Oh yeah, they had Jonathan Price, G.K. Simmons, George Takei was in it as the head of the Japanese faction. They just kind of went too far, like, and just had two recognizable people. It just kind of went over the top. So, Jenny, who's Jenny? Oh right, Jenny McCarthy. Yeah. Um, Gemma Atkinson is also quite attractive. Tim Curry, for some reason. I don't know why Tim Curry was in Red Alert 3. I'm a big fan of it, though. Wait, David Hasselhoff was in this? Really? Wow. Westwood used to own the fucking world that they got all these people to, like, show up for their games. Who's Peter Stormare? What has he been in? He was in Armageddon. Oh, yeah, he was in Constantine, right, as Satan. That's cool. Okay. That's pretty neat. Where's the Russian guy? Because the Russian guy was in this. Who's the Russian guy in, like, every movie ever? Let me see. What was his name again? Is that him? I think that's him. Maybe. I don't think that's him. No, he was that guy. He wasn't the Russian guy that I was thinking of. He was just trying to find where... Because he was in Chernobyl Diary and like a bunch of other stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to remember his name. David Hasselhoff was the vice president. G.K. Simmons was the president. I'm just trying to find the other Soviet commander. Let me look this up. Oh, what's his name? Was it Sergei? No. Oleg? Yeah, Oleg. Yeah, Dmitry Dishno. The guy who kind of... That's who Ron DeSantis reminds me of. Yeah. It's been bothering me for a really long time. Yeah, you probably can't see it. He kind of reminds me of Ron DeSantis. I'm bad with faces, but yeah, he is the Russian guy in like everything. Let's see here. Yeah, Chernobyl Diaries, Indiana Jones, The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Russian guy, Company of Heroes, Russian guy. They're watching Russian... Oh, is he dead now? That's sad. Looks like a whole... But he was the Russian guy in like a bunch of different TV shows. Serbian. He was Serbian in a game. Oh, okay. He was in Metro Last Light. Interesting. The Russian guy. Well, it's like Ken Watanabe. Like, Ken Watanabe is the Japanese guy in literally everything. And, like, literally, like, if they need a Japanese guy, he's always the Japanese guy. His daughter is actually a model, so she's 5'9". Actually, Anna Watanabe is a very attractive woman. We're just gonna look at her. Yeah. Or fairly attractive, at least. Her face is kind of weird nowadays. But, yeah, so she is what's known as a history otaku. So history otakus are girls who like to dress up in period clothing and do tea ceremonies and stuff. We're going really deep down the rabbit hole here, but I think her husband divorced. Her husband like had an affair and divorced her. Um, I mean, Ken Watanabe. I think Ken Watanabe is like 6'1". Yeah, he's like 6'1", basically. So another, sorry, I know we're going down a rabbit hole. So one of the things that someone pointed out to me the other day about The Last Samurai is samurai is a term that you use the singular and plural is the same word, kind of like moose and moose. So when they say The Last Samurai, they're not referring to Tom Cruise. They're referring to all of the samurai. So like it's not really a white savior thing to the same degree that people think it is, because it's collective, because they're referring to the group. They're not specifically referring to Tom Cruise. And that movie was Kino, and I don't care what anybody has to say. Um, it was a fucking that movie was based. That movie was awesome. It didn't really make sense, but that doesn't matter. The Satsuma uprising. So what had happened is the Satsuma, when they rose up, they actually used guns. They ran out of ammo, and that's why they resorted to using like stuff like that. So, but I love that movie. That movie's based. I don't care what anyone has to say about The Last Samurai. Like you got Tom Cruise and Ken Watanabe, and they're both like Tom Cruise is an alpha manlet, and Ken Watanabe's like a Japanese Chad. How tall is Tom Cruise? How old is Tom Cruise now? 61. Wow. He looks really good for 61. He's probably had some work done, but like the work he's had done doesn't look that bad. He's aged pretty well. Keanu Reeves also like is barely aged. Like Keanu Reeves looks exactly the same as he did like 20 years ago. It's funny in the Matrix Resurrections because he looks basically yeah, okay, yeah. So Keanu Reeves is 59. Like wow. Keanu Reeves is doing really well for himself at his age. He's still doing the John Wick movies. No, not Revolutions. Uh, Trying to find a picture of him and Carrie Ann Moss. Yeah, like the years have been really kind to Keanu Reeves. They had to do a lot of airbrushing for that one. Um, there we go. There's one of the Wachowski brothers. Uh, Keanu Reeves looked like he's basically the same age in both ones. Yeah, Carrie Ann Moss did not age that well. Um, but yeah, like Keanu Reeves. No, I refuse to call them that. So, let's see here. Imagine you look that good at 58. Like, if you told me Kiana was 40, I would believe you. Like, that would not be hard for me to, like, buy at all. that he's like 40 or something. Wow. Look at how much Lawrence Fishburne has aged. Now, generally speaking, blacks, particularly black men, often have a decent time aging because of how their skin is. It's very resistant to wrinkling compared to a lot of the paler skin colors because it's just thicker. So it's often works out fairly well. Is Continental out? Maybe I'll see Continental if it isn't. I like all the John Wick movies are just great. I'm just a big Keanu Reeves fan. Like if Keanu Reeves isn't just about anything, I'll go see it. I don't know. He's just kind of been there. Like The Matrix is my favorite movie of all time. Probably. Have you seen Monarch yet? No, I have. Oh no, I haven't seen Monarch. Or was that one of the Godzilla movies? I have to watch Godzilla -0 or whatever it's called. I just haven't seen. I don't. Is it out on streaming? Because I was gonna watch it in theaters, but it was over Christmas. And I didn't really get a chance. But yeah, Keanu Reeves has the reputation for being like literally the nicest guy ever. Is his reputation? Like I think for like The Matrix Reloaded, he just gave up like half of his salary, and he just said, "Look, just give it to the special effects guys because they earned it." I think it turned out he was funding like he was giving hospitals like hundreds of millions of. Let me see here. Reeves hospital donations. I think Keanu Reeves has given like, yeah, he gave a $200,000 bonus to the entire crew of Matrix Reloaded. He bought Harley Davidsons for his entire stunt crew. He got Rolex. I don't know. I just like talking about Keanu Reeves because I just like Keanu Reeves. Let's see here. Let's see here. What are you doing? Yeah, like, and he's not very like out about it. And to be honest, like you can't really buy good publicity. You can't really buy people liking you. He does it in a very natural way. What else has he done? I think he gave like hundreds of millions of dollars to charity. Man watches. Sorry, I know we're way off, but it's kind of cool. So yeah, so Keanu Reeves gave each of his stunt team Rolex watches with is it not loading? I guess it just won't load. Yeah, saying thank you. The John Wick 5. Jeremy, thank you for John Wick 4. I mean, it's a nice gesture. And I mean, it's like it's peanuts to Keanu. To be honest, it's really not like that much money for him to do that. Like what, like 60, 70 grand? But the amount of publicity he gets out of doing something like that is like hundreds, if not millions of dollars. Hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. Let's see here. Oh. Yeah, like his net worth is a lot lower than you might think. For someone as successful as him. Um, because like he's been in some of the highest grossing movies of all time. He took a pay cut so they could bring Al Pacino on. That's cool. Everybody in Matrix Reloaded got a Harley. Uh, I mean, like, ultimately, you can't take it all with you. So you might as well give it away. If he, I don't think he has kids. So obviously, you leave it to your kids. That's number one by far. But if you don't have children, then you might as well. Oh no, he does have a kid. Okay, well, hopefully, he leaves his kid most of the money. Oh, stillborn. That's sad. That's tragic. Uh, feel bad about that. Anyways, we've gone completely off topic. God bless everybody. Have a great evening, and we will start